Good morning. It's Don Thornton, and I'm going to go over on my vlog here, day 18, which happened yesterday, of my escape from diabetes and the very disconcerting diagnosis of stage 3 kidney disease. So, if you watched my blog yesterday or my vlog yesterday, you know that I was anticipating this to be a difficult day, and it certainly was. I had to get up. I had to get up at 6. I got up at 4, but I did my walk, and I want to get that out of the way. And I had to prep myself to get going. I packed what I felt was enough food to get me through the day, and I felt pretty confident. I mean, my pills, my everything that I was supposed to, my water, my walking shoes. I was going to take a walk during the downtimes because it was a really weird schedule. I mean, I had to leave at 6. And then because I didn't want to get stuck in Tampa traffic. So I figured, what, I'll leave a little early, get through, and I can always just kibitz somewhere, and just do whatever needs to be done until my 10 o'clock appointment in Tampa, which is what I did. So I had but I got there early. I had like about an hour and a half to kill. So I'll share my screen with you. I found this house is really, it's near the river in Tampa. And it's funny, you would never have any idea that this park is just inside Tampa, and it was so quiet and so peaceful. I got the walking shoes on, and I walked another hour back, around the campground, not the campgrounds, the park grounds, and it was really, really nice, really cool outside, very refreshing, very calming. So that was cool. I really enjoyed that. And then so I had my appointment at 10 o'clock. It was fine. Then I had to drive down to Sarasota. But on the way, we had a short sale that was about maybe 30 miles south of Tampa on the way to Sarasota. That unfortunately, it's a short sale, didn't work. And so I decided to stop by on the way there and pick up the lockbox that we had there, because I mean, it's $30. If I'm not going to make a special trip, but if it's on the way, I'm definitely going to stop by. And so when I got there, it was about 11ish, 11:15 or whatever. And so I thought to myself, I can have lunch here. It's a vacant house. It was very cool inside, because it was outside. It was starting to get a little bit hot outside, but inside it was really nice and cool. So I decided to just have my lunch there in the vacant house, and I'll show you what I did. Let me share my screen. Okay, so this is what I had. I had kimchi over here on the left. I had my big salad, and then I had some buckwheat. And I had a lot of water here. So, what I did was I had some Clorox wipes. I wiped the place down, and then I brought silverware with me, and I ate. Renee Rainville gave me some good advice. Because I was complaining about how bland and kind of like unappetizing the salads have been. She said, well, you like kimchi, just take the kimchi and use it kind of as a dressing. So that's what I did. What I would do is I take a big forkful of the dry bland salad, and then I would take like one cabbage leaf or whatever, which is like explosion in your mouth. Is how spicy it is, which I like. So I did that, and let me tell you something. I was so full after that. Now I didn't even eat the buckwheat because I was really full. Here's the problem that happened. This has set me up for a problem later on in the day, because as I was packing everything up like a klutz, I dropped this. I was trying to pick this up, and I knocked this over on the floor, and the buckwheat went on the floor as well. So in one fell swoop, I lost my dinner. Okay, which was like, that sucked. So I didn't have any food after that. So I was like, well, whatever, we'll try. I had a couple of oranges, but that they weren't cutting it. So anyway, I ended up so I lost my kimchi, unfortunately. So that, like I said, that portended grave results later in the day. So let me stop my share. So I went to Sarasota, did the inspection, and then on the way back, I had to go across the St. Petersburg Bridge across Tampa Bay, really pretty area. And I just noted I had about 3 hours to kill before my appointment in Largo. So I thought, when you get over the bridge and you're still driving, you're still on the elevated freeway to get to the peninsula. There was they right off the freeway. You could just pull over They had what do they call it, sightseeing vistas or places to park. So that's what I did. So I'll show you where I spent about 3 hours today. Let me share my screen, or yesterday, I should say. So this picture was literally, I mean, I could walk from my car, I could walk to the freeway like 20 yards, 25 yards, maybe 30. But it was so close. And I waded into the water. It was very cool. I was like kicking myself that I didn't think about bringing a bathing suit, but then who knew? I mean, I would have taken a towel and bathing suit. I just would have gone in there and spent the entire day swimming. Not the entire day, but at least my 2 or 3 hours wait. But you can see here on the shore, you have these little, small trees. What I did was I found a really nice place to get in under the tree where the shade was, and I just hung out. It was wonderful. It was great. Had an orange there, and all was well in the world. At least then, it got more challenging after that. So anyway, I got to Largo. My appointment was at 5 o'clock, and I was ravenously hungry. I mean, I just was ravenously hungry, and I had lost my dinner, so I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna have to just do something. So I went to Steak and Shake, and I figured, you know what, we'll do like an Atkins type thing where or a keto type thing, whichever you want to call it. And I ordered a cheeseburger, but I didn't eat. I took the bread off. I just had the meat and the cheese. I thought, well, maybe I'll be okay because I walked a lot and everything. And unfortunately, as you see this morning, I gained a pound. Now, maybe that's the sodium in it. Maybe the fact that I was retaining water because it was I think Renee Rainville refers to it as a sodium bomb. And maybe it'll come off. Well, tomorrow, next day, or whatever. But yeah, that was disappointing when I got this morning because listen, I was so tired. I got home about 8:15. That was almost 15 hours, and I just collapsed, and I just was dead. And I woke up in the morning right now, and I felt like that someone had taken a baseball bat. My feet were swollen, my legs were sore. I mean, it's like flying. It takes me longer. It's less time to fly to Moscow than it was to be in that car all day. So I don't do well on these long trips like I used to, but there was no one else available. So I had to do. No one's going to do all this stuff. Loop, bum, 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 and I figure, I'll just do it myself. But anyway, that's the story for today. Tomorrow is going to be interesting because it's going to be a pork palooza. I have a meeting with my broker, Marta Rosario, and she's asked that I make some ribs. My online marketing guru, Joe Pringle, is going to be here visiting from Pennsylvania. So I'm making him some Russian barbecue. So I'm going to be literally, not literally, but figuratively, I'll be awash in a sea of pork. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm going to try not to eat that much, but we'll see. Anyway, that's what happened. So I appreciate your guys' attention, and I will see you tomorrow.